Right, so these ones are more for leaving certs. The first one is dealing with a negative indice. So let's just say we're just doing this normal indice question here. I have 4 to the power 3 all over 4 to the power 5. No problem. I can see my bases are the same, so the normal indice rules will apply, and we're dividing. So for dividing, we're going to be subtracting our indices. So off we go. It's going to be 4 to the power 3 minus 5, but look at them after getting 3 minus 5 is minus 2. It's a negative indice. We can leave it at that, but normally what we do is we want to make it a positive. So all you do is you put 1 over it, and it changes it to a positive. Okay, so when you bring that 4 to the minus 2 to deal with that, you just bring it under the line and it'll change it to a positive. So put 1 over it and it'll change it to a positive. The next one is fractional indices. Indices that are a fraction. So I have 2 to the power of a half. That's really the square root of 2. 2 to the power of a third is the third root of 2. 2 to the power of a quarter is the fourth root of 2, and so on. If you're asked to work out indices with fractions, 2 to the power of a half multiplied by 2 to the power of a half is equal to, well, if we're multiplying and our bases are the same, we add our indices. A half plus a half is 1, so 2 to the power of 1, which is really 2. If you're getting them in square root form, this is a handy thing to know. The square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2, you can group them. Remember before, in the last video I showed you, you could split them up. You can group them together. So it's really the square root of 2 by 2. 2 by 2 is 4, and square root of 4 is 2. So these are split up. They can be grouped back together. More indices with fractions. So just looking at one that's a little bit more complicated. This one, 27 to the power of 2 over 3. Well, the way to deal with that is 2/3, break it up, and you have 27 to the power of a third, and then whatever is over the line, put it outside, so it's a 2. And then we can rewrite 27 to the power of a third as the third root of 27, keeping your 2 outside the bracket. The third root of 27, your calculator will do that for you. Just be careful you use the correct button. It's this one here. So press the shift button and put the 3 in there and put in your 27. It's really important to use that button. If you just put a 3 and use the square root button, you won't get the right answer. So it's the cubed root of 27, which is 3. So instead of the cubed root of 27, I have 3, all to be squared, so 3 3s is 9. Okay. Note that you can rewrite this, the third root of 27 to be squared, as also can be written as the third, as a 3, the third root of 27, the 2 can be under there. So that's the same as that, just in case you got it in a question and you weren't sure.